Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your big homie Crooks aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of an Undisputed Tips video. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips to help you guys improve on Undisputed. Now, some of these tips you might know, some of them you might not know, but I guarantee you, if you guys take these tips and utilize them in your own games, you guys might see a lot of benefits out of these tips. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the first tip that I have for you, and that is utilizing the zoomed out camera angle in Undisputed. Now, this one actually took me a while to do. A lot of people in my live chats have been telling me, Crooks, you need to use the zoomed out. Use the zoomed out. Like, the zoomed in camera angle is absolutely terrible. You're gonna notice a big difference when you do switch to zoomed out, so I highly suggest that you try it. So I thought, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot just to see, maybe it did improve. And man, oh man, did it make a world of difference for me and my gameplay. So I'm highly recommending that you use it as well. And in order to do this, kind of to just get a feel for it, if you jump into a quick fight, you pause it, you come into settings right here, you go over here to game, and then you go to camera selection. And normally, if you didn't already do this, it'll be in zoomed in, and then you just want to go to zoomed out, and you want to set it to whatever venue you're in quick fight in, and then just kind of see what it looks like. So I'll show you guys what it looks like right here. So you guys see right here, my camera angle is zoomed out, so even when I close the distance, the camera angle really never gets sucked in and like kind of gets super close like it does with zoomed in. And I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. We'll zoom it in right here so you guys see the difference. Hit apply. All right, and now you guys see how you can't even really see our feet. You can't see really the footwork at all. You're just really seeing the upper half of the body, and it makes footwork and stuff like that, things that I've been talking about in my last couple of videos, it makes them pretty hard to do. So I would highly recommend you guys practice using zoomed out footwork in quick fight. And yeah, you guys are gonna see when you take it online, it's gonna make a world of a difference, man, because it makes it easier to line things up. It makes it easier to kind of just maneuver around opponents, and it even gives you a better read on range as well. So the second thing that I have for you guys, the second tip that I have for you guys is going to be practicing patience. Patience in Undisputed is one of the most important factors that you can have, man. Because if you don't have patience in this game and you're just trying to just sprawl, like, I mean, in UFC we would call it sprawl and brawl, but if you're just trying to brawl in Undisputed, you're gonna get mixed results. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna run into some fighters that you're gonna be able to beat, but a lot of them are just gonna piece you up on the outside. So patience and learning to practice patience is a super important part of the game, man. It really is, because the more you rush in Undisputed right now, the more you're gonna get picked apart, especially against elite level players that kind of have already started to pick up on things in the game, like myself or any of the other elite level players that you might watch. So practicing patience is a super important part. But patience also plays into the third tip that I have for you guys here on the video, and that is learning how to line shots up correctly. This one is an absolutely important thing for you to learn to do, because it's going to allow you to land those damaging combinations that everybody wants to throw, and it's going to also allow you to learn the escape angles and also learn different moves that actually take your head off the center line and make it that much harder to counter you when you actually throw. So what I mean by that is, now that you're in zoomed out, right, now you want to start learning how to line things up. So I've already kind of touched on this in my earlier video, but I'm going to touch on it in this video as well. Learning what angles land what shots is super important. So like I said right here, the jab straight, you're going to want to put the lead foot on the inside, right? So right here you see Caleb Plant's lead foot is going to want to be on the inside, and that's going to make it easier for me to actually land that jab straight, because this is a very, very realistic thing that Caleb Plant would actually do in a real fight, right? He's going to want to move his foot to the inside, because Canelo's unorthodox, and it's going to make it that much easier for him to land the jab straight. And it's also going to take that head off the center line, which is going to make it very, very tough for your opponent to actually counter you, unless they're throwing like a power hook into the same side that you're stepping towards, or you know, they time out a strike before you're actually able to move that foot inside. So learning how to set up your shots is super, super important. You guys see guys like myself, guys like I'm Cold-Blooded, and other elite level players really focusing and really pushing home the point of learning to set your shots up correctly. Because if you learn how to do this and you're able to master the skill of setting up strikes, I promise you, you will get more wins. Because I would say 90% of the Undisputed community online either A, refuses to listen, or B, don't understand fully how to do this and don't train this. So when you go up against somebody that doesn't know what they're doing and that doesn't know how to do what you're doing, you're gonna dominate the fight 9 times out of 10, man. Not saying that you're gonna win every single time, because in Undisputed you can get flash KO'd real quick, but you're gonna get a lot of wins, man. And that's what you guys have been seeing. I have been utilizing more and more footwork setups to actually land damaging shots, and you guys have seen the result. I mean, if you didn't check out my Caleb Plant video where I dominated an actual Canelo Alvarez online, I would highly suggest you check that out to really get the gist of what I'm saying. But yeah, learning how to line your shots up, super, super important. And it's a high level skill that when utilized correctly and when utilized in online fights, it's going to make the game that much more enjoyable for you guys to play. But that's it for the tips video for me, my people. Actually, I'm going to add one extra one on. I'm sorry. Learning how to play footsies. Learning how to play footsies is a bonus one. I wasn't going to touch on this one, but it's super important for my people to understand how to do this. All right. So learning how to play footsies. What do I mean by that? Learning how to circle in range. You know what I'm saying? Get in and out. Learning the ranges of which your fighter strikes are actually going to land. Super important thing to actually learn how to do, because what this does is it actually tricks your opponent into thinking that you're going to engage and that you're in range when you're not. Makes them kind of guess on your timing, but it also can cause a little bit of confusion, because they'll never understand what you're trying to do. They never understand if you're actually closing to be offensive or if you're using footsies to be defensive, which could cause them to freeze up, which could give you that split second to actually land maybe a flash KO shot. You feel what I'm saying? So learn how to use footsies. Get into practice mode, or get into quick fight / practice mode like I showed you guys. You know, just play around with your fighter. Move left to right, circle in and out, you know, get your ranges, work on your slips, work on your combinations, and before you know it, these things will just come second nature. And whenever you get into an online fight against an opponent, it's just all gonna be muscle memory, baby, and you'll get it done easy. But that's it for the tips video, guys. If you guys have any questions on anything that I broke down in this video, please drop a comment in the comment section. I'm gonna be responding to every single comment that is left under this video. But until next time, my people, if you guys are new, make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button, so that way the YouTube algorithm picks up this video and more people get the help that they are looking for in Undisputed. And you know, the community has more fun playing the games. But until next time, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I will see you guys in the next video.